Donald Trump, Andrew Giuliani. He's joining us now. Andrew, thank you for being with us. I just want to get a sense from you. How do you think the tone here at the convention in Milwaukee will change with what happened on Saturday?
Yeah, well, I was in Bedminster, New Jersey yesterday. I spoke with the president briefly and was speaking with his staff throughout the day. And I think you reported it right. I think there's going to be a real look at the speech, what that looks like. As you know, Donald Trump does like to go off scripts, but sometimes for some of the bigger speeches, like the State of the Unions, like convention acceptance speeches, he'll stick a little bit more to the script. And I think kind of amazing when you think that we're less than 48 hours from a gunman coming within a millimeter of taking his life, and he's already able to call for unity. Frankly, I want answers. I want answers as to why a gunman got 125 meters away from former president and leading candidate for president. And I think it's very important that Congress does that. But I'm fascinated to see his acceptance speech. I'm also really, really interested to see what Don Jr., Eric Trump's speech looks like, Laura Trump's speech looks like, as I can't imagine what those moments were like as they found out their father had been shot and they were waiting to find out whether or not he was dead or alive. I expect them to be highly emotional moments this week.
Take a look at what happened.
Yeah, Andrew, you're referring, of course, to members of the former president's family. You said you spoke with him in Bedminster. Just wondering, I mean, what do you think his mood was like when you were speaking with him, and the mood in the Trump camp in general?
It was good. I mean, it was almost like when I spoke to him, you wanted to be known that anything had happened if you didn't know about what we were talking about. And we talked immediately about Corey and his family, the victim who gave his life protecting his daughter, sitting behind the stage. We talked about the two that are fighting for their lives in critical condition in there. His heart broke for them. He was praying for them. And then he started talking about the vice presidential pick, what that's going to look like this week, and his RNC speech. So, I would just tell the viewing audience that I'm sure there's going to be, I don't want to say a surprise announcement, but Donald Trump knows how to build up the drama with these important announcements. And I think that's going to be the case here with this vice presidential pick that he's going to be making this week.
Who do you think it will be, Andrew?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to step in the way of that just because I have some information on it. So I'm going to let President Trump take the stage on that one, or his vice presidential pick take the stage on that one. And I'll just tell everybody, stay tuned and keep watching on that one.
Okay, Andrew, and one more question before we let you go. What do you think we can anticipate from that speech that Donald Trump delivers, expected to deliver on Thursday? As you said, a message of unity. Any other ideas about the shape of what he might say?
I think it's unity. I also think it's leadership. I think about those immediate moments right after he was shot, the fact that he told Secret Service to wait. He wanted to get his shoes so he could show Americans that he was going to walk off on his own volition, even though he had just been shot, and told the American people, we need to fight. And I think there's going to be a message that we need to fight for our constitutional republic, for Western civilization come November 5th at the ballot box on November 5th. That's what I expect to hear in this speech. I think it's going to be a highly emotional week, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what the final product ends up looking like as it's still being put together now.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. And thanks for talking to us today on BBC News. We'll see you here in Milwaukee.
Sounds good. Thank you for your time.